Computer programming and software development. What is the difference? Computer programming involves taking user requirements and specifications and translating the same into computer code. Software development, on the other hand, means it's the entire enterprise, which starts from planning, designing, implementing, which is the coding, to deployment and maintenance. Uh, I notice, and the reason why I'm making this video is that I want to respond to the previous video that I made, because I've been getting a lot of messages, and people um, are asking, why do we need to learn this software programming, coding, development thing, and we can just let AI to do that for us. Why do we need to do this? And this is what I'll say. um, Coding, or the code generating code is something that was already being automated. For those of you who have used IDEs are like your Microsoft Words for writing code. Would attest to the fact that code completion or autocomplete, you see, like how when you're typing your messages and then your phone or whatever device completes that was already something that was in the pipeline. What AI has done it has just accelerated whatever, like it was something that was going to be done. Um, and I'm getting the sense that people are thinking replacement. Somehow artificial intelligence is going to replace whatever it is that was current. I don't think so. You can check your history. You can, maybe you can. I don't know how you're going to phrase that, but I could give you an example. There was a language was it in the 70s or 60s, that came up as a result of replacing, computer software developers. It was called COBOL, Common Business Oriented Language. The idea was, why can't business people or analysts write their own code and build apps, and we get rid of these software developers. Um, that didn't happen. It didn't happen because there is so much other than writing computer code when it comes to software. There is a lot of logic. There are things like, you'd want your software to be reliable. What do you mean by reliability? If it could be a streaming service. So what happens if you have 50,000 people, or a million people coming in at the same time? There you start seeing why some of the choices you make when you're doing programming, when you're coding, you will need to look at things like data structures. Like, why are you using a hash map and not a hash set or an array? Why do we need a relational database as opposed to a NoSQL database? Um, how can we manage this load? And as we are managing this load, how are we getting these incident reports and responding to them? How are we maintaining this software? So people are looking at software as an event, and I think that's where the problem is. Software is always a process. Any good software out there, you'll notice that it is still being maintained. There are people who are looking at it. They're looking at how it's performing. They're getting feedback from the users. So I really hope that maybe this clears the this entire debate of replacement. Because I don't know, like farmers, people who are into agriculture, would you say that they got replaced with combined harvesters? Not really. Combined harvesters made them more efficient. Believe it or not, there was a time in America where teachers held a strike because they were afraid that the calculators were going to make students not very good at math. I don't know. It's some of these things are historical, and I think it's important that we learn how to look at things in context.